The roar of the crowd at Allianz Stadium was thunderous. Juventus had just won 3-1, and Moise Kean had scored the third. A clinical finish that silenced the doubters. As he jogged toward the tunnel, shirt untucked, sweat glistening on his brow, he felt the usual adrenaline rush. But tonight, he wasn't thinking about the goal. He was thinking about Milan Fashion Week. Fashion had always been Moise's secret language, the way he spoke when words failed him. Born in Vercelli to Ivorian parents, he knew early what it felt like to stand out. On the pitch, he was the prodigy. Off it, he wanted to be the architect of his own identity. Not just the young black Italian striker, but a symbol of something broader, something expressive. Fashion was that outlet. It wasn't just about clothes, it was about presence. After the match, while most of the team slipped into tracksuits and headphones, Keane walked into the dressing room carrying a sleek garment bag from Off-White. Inside was a custom-tailored, double-breasted cream suit, sharp lapels, wide-leg pants, and a splash of orange embroidery near the cuff. Fatti notare, make yourself seen. Big plans tonight? Teased Federico Chiesa, eyeing the bag. Keane just smiled. Always. He arrived in Milan after midnight, stepping out of a blacked-out Mercedes in boots that clicked like applause on the cobblestone. Flashbulbs welcomed him, not just for who he was on the field, but for how he carried himself off of it. Tonight, he wasn't Moise Kean the footballer. He was Moise Kean the muse. Inside the gallery, the vibe was unmistakably avant-garde. Models wore structural pieces, designers mingled with rappers, and Moise found himself in the center of it all, his suit popping against the monochrome crowd. People came up to him not for autographs, but to talk design. "Who made your jacket?" one asked. "I sketched it myself," he replied. The truth was, Keane had been working with an emerging Ivorian designer in Paris, quietly, privately. Over late-night FaceTime calls, he sent mood boards and fabric swatches, blending streetwear with West African flair. He didn't want to just wear fashion, he wanted to create it. Back at his hotel, past 3 a.m., Keane sat by the window, scrolling through photos from the night. There was one that stopped him, a candid shot, laughing with the designer, the Eiffel Tower sketched on his cuff barely visible. He sent it to his mother. She replied a few seconds later. Sempre elegante, ma non dimenticare chi sei. Always elegant, but don't forget who you are. The next day at training, Allegri pulled him aside. "Keane, you were electric last night," the coach said. "On the pitch." There was a pause. "You're focused, right? Not getting distracted by the runways?" Keane nodded. "Football is my life, but fashion, that's my breath between games." Allegri didn't fully get it. Most people didn't, but they didn't need to. Because to Moise, fashion wasn't a distraction. It was the continuation of the game. Another arena where confidence, risk, and instinct mattered. Months later, Keane would debut a capsule collection under his name. It featured oversized jackets, bold colors, and prints inspired by Ivorian textiles. Critics were skeptical until they saw the line, until they saw him. Moise Kean walks the line between football and fashion like it's a runway. Confident, unapologetic, and future-facing. For him, the game doesn't end with the final whistle. It continues in every fabric he chooses, every line he draws, every step he takes, cleats or boots. Because Keane isn't just playing to win, he's dressing to be remembered.